Hello and welcome to the second part of the video lecture for the introduction of mobile applications. So here, let's continue our discussion and proceed to the next topic, so which is the history of mobile applications. So if we start back into the traditional days of mobile app design and development, we can probably find the first used apps were mostly monthly calendars, calculators, and even games that were developed in Java framework. So, but interestingly, the first ever known was a smartphone was launched by IBM in the near year 1993. And then it came with features such as the contact book, calendar, word clock, and calculator. So as we can perceive from this paragraph, so we can say that nag-evolve si mobile applications based sa technology na available. As you can see on the first phone na available, so this has no applications present. Application that that we can use. So this is just used for calling. But as technology has maybe discovered touchscreen or LCD screens, so ganon siya. Ang functionalities that are available to mobile phones or mobile devices has increased. So in 1993, so may ara siya sang first nga application. So contact book, so calendar, word clock, and calculator. So simple lang na applications, but during that time, so that is already a big step. So as you can see in 1993, then 2004, 2007, and then 2011. So with the major breakthrough for 2007 kay dira naging release ang first nga smartphone. So let's try to walk on memory lane. So for 1973, so in April of 1973, so Martin Cooper of Motorola made the first call on the mobile phone to Dr. Joel S. Engel of the Bell Labs. So using that mobile phone. So as you can see, amo lang to ang purpose sang phone nga to. But consider na siya as mobile. So compared mo sa other phones na hindi mobile, so stationary, so that instrument weighed around 1.1 kilograms. So but over the next 2 decades, researchers were more free to get mobile apps ready for these devices. So the research and development department of IBM came up with the first mobile app for smartphones in 1993, and exactly 2 decades after the first call was made. So in 1993, so mayroon na sang calculator, mayroon na sang contact. So that was done by IBM on their first na phone. So few years later, so in the year 2002, the next smartphone, so we have the BlackBerry smartphone, was launched. So this was one of the major accomplishments in the field of mobile app development, so marking the significance of BlackBerry Limited, also known as Research in Motion Limited or RIM. So this was brought about integration of the concept known as wireless email. So nag-step up na siya. So you can see that they have buttons. So the mobile device has buttons. Mayroon na siya sang audio jack, so we can listen to music. So nag-increase naman ang functionalities of that device. So therefore, ang mga apps na present, so mayroon sa music, mayroon siya sang text or email. And then maka-receive na siya sang may SIM na siya na component. Okay, so before ta mag-proceed sa next na step, so we'll talk about some interesting facts about mobile phones that were used at first. So the first fact is that users were forced to charge their mobile phones for not less than 10 hours as the battery would go dead at after some time. And the users could hardly call for 30 minutes in a day as it had to be kept charging. So, manotice that ang battery capacity sa mobile device is very limited lang, kag very small. So, compared sa battery ta subong, so may mara ta sa 5,000 like, like, mHz. So, may mara ta 10,000 mHz. So, ang capacity is dako compared sa in the previous years. And then, another fact is that network and range issues were another concern as it would not allow people to make calls to more than a few people in their close vicinities. So limited lang kay in that aspect of mobile devices. So may ara ta sang may ara sang radio towers nga ga relay sang sang call from one device to another. So maybe at that time gamay pan ang radio towers or ang radio towers kana ilang technology is very limited pa. Okay, so let's proceed to the next device. So the portable device or PDA had the first operating system known as the EPOC, so EPOC, developed by Psion. So released in the early 90s, so this was the first of the recognizable apps. So the exciting app or the 16-bit systems that were executed in the EPOC's user programs could run apps such as diaries, database, spreadsheets, and word processors. So do simple na siya nga nga device. So makonsider man nga mobile. So also with the aspect with the history of PDAs. So may ara siya sang sang nag-improve ng ilang operating system, so which is Symbian. So with Symbian so may ara nasa sang advantage or benefits such as the colored na user interface, colored na screen. So ang buttons siya is very limited, gamay lang pero the functionality so may man siya touchscreen functionalities. But this was discontinued unfortunately. As after some time nga exist na si Symbian, so more and more mobile devices and the new operating systems have been popping out. So Symbian is a proprietary software OS for PDAs lang. So only for PDAs, not for phones. So muna siguro nga nag-phase out sila kay as time goes by so na obsolete na ang PDAs. So this one, so with PDAs is Palm OS na siya. So developed by Palm Inc. So in the year 1996, so these were mainly designed for personal digital assistants that were known as Garnet OS. So this came with a touchscreen graphical user interface along with a number of basic apps and other third-party apps that were programmed in C, C++. So later on, the Wireless Application Protocol or WAP browsers were introduced as the extension for this. So may may touchscreen. So in the touchscreen, so may applications. So ang functionalities is na-extend siya sa nagdamo ang functionalities nga available. Okay, so for 2002, the commercial release of the phones that supported Nokia. So ang two of the first in Europe were the Nokia 3410 and the Siemens M50. So the example is not actually the 3410, but release siya sa 2002. So this was the first step niya in in gaming. So mobile gaming. So there were still plenty of limitations to overcome, however, as neither Nokia 3410 or the Siemens M50 supported color and the resolution remained poor. Kay gamay pa lang ang screen for that phone. So, consist lang siya sa 96 by 64 pixels. So, compare na sa phones sa subong, so very little na ang ginano. Very little ang previous nga phones. Okay, so I think we'll skip this. And then, after that, so may ara ta sang BlackBerry, may ara ta sang Nokia, and may ara ta sang PDAs. Then, si iPhone, nag-release siya in June 2007. So, gin-release siya by the company Apple. So, ari pa si Steve Jobs. So, this was a commercial success. So, native applications were developed and just over a year, so the App Store was launched. So, on the first nilang release, so, ang applications is, within the phone lang. So, wala pa available nga store. But, ang quality of these applications were definitely a step up compared to the other devices na available. So, other devices nga may applications. Kay in this one, so ano na siya, colored na suging ditch na nila ang buttons, ang many buttons. So, mayara sila one button lang. So, the original App Store launched with 500 apps, meaning there are no true first apps. So, nevertheless, as new varieties of smartphones were unveiled, different app clients were introduced. So, new varieties, so new, and these are new smartphones with new technologies embedded with them. So, new sensors or improved screens, improved na technology, improved na components. So Google Play, the Amazon App Store, the BlackBerry's App World also give more people the ability to enjoy various apps on their phone. So as the iPhone was released, so other companies, nag-provide man sang ilang nga store. So in order to to compete with iPhone, kay the iPhone was a very huge step din na siya with regards sa mobile devices as it introduced the smartphone. Okay, so with with the introduction of smartphone, so damon ta applications nga available, and one application is the Angry Birds. So if natandaan nyo pa, of nakampa sa Angry Birds, so this was a game that went very popular. So, gi-release siya in December 2009. But, siya. In 2009 niya siya released. So, but naging siya, which is popular siya with the introduction of smartphones. So, kaya ang functionalities sang maybe sang smartphones and availability is very it's very as appealed to the mass users. So by 2015, over 3 billion downloads were amassed between all entries in the series, making it the most successful freemium software of all time. So when we say freemium, so this is a free app with in-game or in-app purchases. So countless spin-offs and merchandise were created. So this merchandise was kay naisip isang company nga since sikat ni atong mobile app, so we can expand our application or our idea through merchandise or spin-off. So may mayara siya movies, theme parks, soft drinks, so damo siya franchise. So while not as popular as they were in their peak, so these birds still dominate the market today. So maybe some of you still play Angry Birds. So that is the history of mobile applications. So meron siya different devices meron siya sang different nga operating systems, different nga software. Then within the software, they can support different na mobile applications. So for the state of mobile applications, so we'll talk about some of the applications or the use of mobile applications in the current era. So the first one is we have the integration of Internet of Things or IoT to the cloud and the cloud, I mean. So for the integration to IoT and cloud, so you can say that okay, so we can say that the cloud computing and IoT uh, are developing technology. So as of now, so still developing pa din sila. So cloud, cloud computing supports IoT by performing like a front end and based on the concept of allowing users to accomplish computing jobs using services delivered within the internet. So the IoT and cloud integration strengthens new scenarios for mobile apps and smart services such as database as a service, sensing as a service, then video surveillance as a service, and more. So, what its effect on mobile applications is that mobile apps can be integrated easily to these systems as I've discussed in the previous lecture. So may atasang monitoring systems that utilizes mobile apps as the way to monitor cows or monitor maybe plants, monitor their house, etc. So these integrations are used by real-life apps like video surveillance, agriculture, smart city, healthcare, smart metering, smart home, etc. So ang data processing so ara sa IoT and cloud integration. So and then ga-offer siya streamlined processes, enhance collaboration, improves productivity, reduces hosting costs, accelerates installation and integration, and cuts down the data processing cost and their complex performance. So all of that are happening in the cloud. So while we can integrate the mobile application easily. So ang overall na is ni mobile app is to integrate in the system, then monitor or check data, check information, or control the sensors. So the second state is we'll talk about is artificial intelligence. So AI will stay as an application development trend in 2001 and beyond. So it plays a vital role in the app development process as this technology brings more personalized app experiences that meet the user's needs. So by maybe next year, so 2023, so the worldwide AI software market revenue is going to reach more than 70 billion US dollars. So in the future, we expect various AI applications will be developed using technologies such as predictive analytics and machine learning algorithms. So this way, application developers will deliver an enhanced personalized experience and permit AI to implement necessary actions unprompted by learning users' past activities and usage patterns. Muna. So later on, so we can, I think some of the applications are already using AI and machine learning algorithms. So sa aton nga some of the object identification apps. So that definitely uses AI in order to determine what type of object is in the camera, so for example. So nag-start na siya, definitely nag-start na siya integrate ang AI on mobile applications. And therefore, ano pa siya, ma-stay pa na siya longer. So the sample apps that can include AI features are face detection, speech recognition, image detection, text and image classification, predictive maintenance, object identification, and more. So after AI, so we'll talk about the role of AR or augmented reality and VR or virtual reality in the future of mobile app industry. So as in 2021, so the AR, VR, and mixed reality market will likely reach so uh, 30.7 billion and will catch up about 30 billion by 2024. Sorry, 300 billion by 2024. So this is also a hot or a very ano, very trendy na topic or technology that is integrated on the mobile application. So like AI. So with the launch of AR and VR, so it is expected by the end of 2026. So the working of mobile application and games will change. So people are also found shifting from PCs to AR, VR, and indeed reveal some advancements in tickets booking, trading, watching movies or mini games, etc. So if familiar ka mo sa sa Pokemon Go na game, so that implements a augmented reality na technology. So I think some applications also also implement VR and AR technologies. Okay. So this is a continuation of the VR AR integration. So the modified reality version of augmented reality was created with computer-generated elements on an actual image. For that, so the AR apps can use geolocation data, so you can utilize the device's GPS, QR codes, maybe sa phone, sa what's this sa camera sa aton nga phone. Tamo na very successful si VR kay on our phone, so we have naka-embed ng camera. So within the camera can serve as an input. So object recognition feature, so amo na gayo utilize man sa camera. So besides, a technology that demands a headset is entirely engaged in a computer-generated reality is considered to be virtual reality. So this technology implementation into app design of any industry verticals offers developers a chance to build a more personalized user experience. So on trends ni are live concerts, maybe virtual training simulators, learning processes, destination navigators, etc. So damo pa na ta applications diri sa AR VR. So also during the pandemic, so AR VR popularity increased because most people use them the most. So, diba? So with the presence of COVID, some people nag-rely siya greatly sa VR. So in order to have the maybe experience touring na applications that utilizes VR. So for the future of mobile applications, so as recorded in 2021, so worldwide, so there are about 7.1 billion app users. So every smartphone user has installed about 35 apps or more on their devices. Out of those, so they uninstall some, but because of some issues like performance. So still nothing has stopped the growth of mobile app development industry. So the global app revenue of about 581 billion in 2020 is expected to reach near 808 billion in 2022. So muna as years go by, so gadamo ang users sang smartphones. So with that, so gadamo ang customers sang companies na they can create the applications that will suit maybe not, if not all, so some of the smartphone users. So therefore, magin siya sang revenue. So to make your app stay ahead of the curve, so you should start adapting the latest technologies and trends. So kung ano man ang latest technology, so maybe in the future, so may advanced na VR or AR, so advanced na AI, so uh, we can definitely use this or utilize it. So before that, you need to know such future mobile app development trends and technologies to craft an effective app development strategy that works. So let's check out some of the reasons and stats why app development is important. What is the future of app development and why people will keep using apps? So this will help on a useful app development environment. So the first one is easy to use. So as we can say, kay aran sa mobile device aran na sa atong kamot. So therefore, the application should be easy to use. So easy to use meaning it holds a simple design, purpose, and should be easy while using. So hapos siya i-navigate, hapos siya gamiton sang user. So gamay lang nga clicks maybe or hapos maybe nami siya tulokon or very entertaining siya. So moreover, you should understand that the user's needs and meet them with simplicity. So try building an app around those required features. So the next is engaging. So as we know, the first impressions stay longer. Similarly, your app should be engaging, especially in the initial screens. So it will decide whether users are satisfied or not. So we need to engage to enable users to engage more time, so ma-invest sila time to your application. So driver user engagement. So this also considers offline engagement. So you use the best alerts and push notifications to let your users remind about your app's value and assist them in integrating it into our hectic lives. So i-alert si user or ma-post notifications in order to remind them to use the application that they've created. And also, so your mobile application should be fast and perform well. So minimum lag maybe. So users like fast and well performing apps. So be sure to make your app gets installed quickly and performs faster. Kay that is a positive feedback. So if your application performs well, so dasig siyang output magwa, especially sa games. So ang nami siya tulokon, then wala or minimal ang lag. So that is a plus. So today, mobile apps meet every need of mobile users. That's why increasing number of mobile users are downloading apps. So additionally, more and more enterprises are developing mobile apps for the businesses. So therefore, ang app development market is growing because app users are eager to reap the benefits of mobile apps, to meet their routine requirements and boost the profit of their businesses. Okay, so that ends the video lecture for the introduction of mobile applications. So thank you for watching and have a great day.